Holy cow, I have never seen this much activity coming from one NexRad site. This is Houston, Texas. Each one of these searchlight mode beams, if it remains on for longer than 5 minutes, will begin to heat the atmosphere. And look, it's doing it in 360 degrees. So we can get to the time frame here. Each one of these beams, if left on for 5 minutes, will begin to heat the atmosphere. This loop starts at 8:10 8:10 a.m. and goes to 17:33. That makes no sense. That would be 5. That must be Zulu time. At any rate, it is several hours. How many hours? Sorry, y'all, I'm being a klutz because I'm upset about this. 8 o'clock to 17 o'clock. That would be 5 plus 7. 12 hours? 12 hours? No, can't be. Can't be. Can't be. Let me refigure here. 08, whether it's Zulu or whatever, 08 till 17. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 11 hours. 9 hours, excuse me. 9 hours of heating the atmosphere. Well, here we go with a refresh, so we're going to catch if it's still doing it. Sorry, my computer is running really slow today, or right now. What's going on, folks? It usually doesn't take this long to load. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Let's just let it run. And we'll stop it when it gets to the end of the loop. Okay. 8:10 to 17:33. 9 hours of heating the atmosphere. Now let's see what it's doing here. Well, what do you think it's going to do? I'm watching the time signature. It's a little bit different. See, none of these loops are coordinated. It makes it very hard to understand what's going on between them and overall. And look at these blooms up here holding the storm down while this pushes it this way and it comes up and moves that way. A cold front was supposed to come through from the north, and look where the weather is coming from now. This is insane that no one can figure out that they're manipulating the weather. Look at these signatures. Look at that. Houston, we've got a problem. Gee whiz. This is unbelievable, folks. This is just really unbelievable how just in our face this is. But, you know, people just watch the Weather Channel, and whatever they say, and they could say anything they wanted, people just lap it up. Excuse me for being upset, but this is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what else we can find here. That was the national, that was a national loop in the southeast section. So let's look at the Gulf of Mexico visible loop. Let's see if that gives us anything. Look at this massive cloud layer. Mid-October, and we have tropical weather coming from the south instead of the cool front that we should have had 2 days ago. And the weather here in South Louisiana, right in here, has been in limbo for 2 days. Just an overcast, dead sky with weeping rain. And now we have another rainy day. It was supposed to clear up today. Blah, blah, blah. They just tell us one thing, something else happens, and everybody just shrugs their shoulders and goes, oh, the weather, they can't figure it out. Well, the weather presenters can't figure it out because obviously the people who actually make the weather don't tell them everything either. This is insane. This is a weather war that we're in, folks. A weather war. Houston, we got a problem. Unbelievable, folks. Where is all this moisture coming from? Seriously, where is it coming from? Let's look down here. What is this pushing off this way and this way? I'll tell you what it is. It's directed energy. NexRad and other such things, ionospheric heaters, a myriad of tools they have in their little toolkit. So you really can't even get the big picture. Comment, but what can you say? Look at this insanity. What is this, folks? What is this? What is that? Is this our, what is this? Here's the cold front that's being pushed out over this way. By this. What is this? Where did it come from? In late October. Our weather should be predominantly from the northwest. I mean, what is this? This isn't a front. This is something being split apart. It's being put, oh, look at the, look at the radio signatures. See those little, that dithering, that banding? Radio signatures big time. But this, I mean, what sort of natural low pressure, high pressure would be developing out of an overall low pressure, moving in two different directions? I'll tell you what's doing it. I'll tell you what's doing it. Or certainly contributing to it heavily in this case. Oh, come on. This is going to make for a crappy video. Let's stop this. I need more RAM. There we go. This is what's doing it. This is what's doing it. Houston, Texas. Is pushing that out to create this band. All that heat in the atmosphere is creating this rotation. This is not, in no way could this be a natural phenomenon. High pressure and low pressure move each other. This is all low pressure. How can you have a band this long? Look, it's two states into Mexico. How can you have that? You can't in a natural system. This is screwy, y'all. This is screwy beyond all calculation. Houston, we've got a problem. It's your next rad. Think about it, folks, and forgive me for being upset and screaming into the microphone. It's not a pretty world we're living in, and this proves it right here. This is not natural. Okay, next rads do affect the weather. Please see my previous video that I just published today on YouTube, as this one will be as well. It's so depressing what we are being subjected to and powerless to prevent. And I'm just going to close with this. This sort of thing of tampering, you remember that old TV commercial? You would only remember it if you're my age, ancient. You don't mess with Mother Nature. Well, they're messing with it big time. It's called geoengineering. Weather modification is climate change. Oh my God. Help us all. Help us all. Okay, enough ranting. Enough ranting.